What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today at the request of Muhammad Arafa. Muhammad, we're doing this for you, my friend. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon. We are sitting at $355. Monthly time frame looks good, man. RSI bouncing off the 50. I'm never going to be upset with that. Last time we did that, right, was here. And that was the month that we found our low, right? It wasn't the most bullish thing. It didn't lead to immediate growth afterwards, right? Just like it didn't here, but it did mark the low, which is bullish, right? And it did promise growth later, which is also bullish, right? So I don't think like last time it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months until we broke out. I don't think it's going to take that much time here. Okay. Also, last time to find this low, it only took 2 months, whereas this time it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, right? That threw me off a little bit because we had been finding our lows relatively quickly to the highs, right? And then this time we didn't. So 5 months, I would expect that maybe we flip-flopped it, right? In the sense of finding our lows later instead of shorter. Maybe we find our breakout instead of later. We find it shorter as well. So I am expecting a breakout any point in time, right? We're at 355 right now. That really is a nice bounce off of the 50, and regardless however long it took, we still did have a nice move up afterwards. And I would expect, just like this time here, from a high to a low, we moved all the way up to our 200 level. From a high to a low here, we moved all the way up to our, you guessed it, 200 level right there. The red line says 200 because it's in percentages, right? So 1 is 100, 2 is 200. That's what I mean when I say that. High to low here, the 2 is at 1900 right there, right? So it would stand to reason that this next move would definitely, I think it's safe to assume that we're going to be above $1,000, right? Probably not above 2,000, although we could see that, but something around, I would think anything from like 1,300 to 1,900 is on the table. Not a whole lot's changed in that respect. A lot of you have heard me say these numbers day in and day out, and I'll keep saying them until it happens. Weekly, we had a bullish engulfing candle last week. We're already down 4% this week. Got above the 50 on the weekly RSI, which I think is a good thing, right? I want to look at the high to low here. High to low. I'm going to turn this down too. I just realized that it's like super bright, actually. I can get you. Oh, it's already. Maybe it just, damn, that's as low as it goes. Maybe I'm just sensitive tonight. High to low. C-Zar the sensitive, guys. I am a sensitive guy. 355. I think the next target area that we would expect, again, it's kind of the same thing that I've been saying for the past couple weeks now, is that we're looking for a move that'll take us above $400, probably around like 410 to 430, something like that. Anything higher than that is welcome, okay? But we're just waiting on that move right now. We're at 355. On a daily basis, the daily RSI looks fine. It looks great. It does give room to go down. We got overbought, but we didn't proceed. It was looking good, man. It really messed with our emotions, bouncing in this above the 60 area like that, and then not following through. That's just toying with your emotions there, man. That's not right. It should have gone up, but here we are moving down. Perhaps we move back down to 344. I don't think we'd move below 344, but we're at 355 now. We don't have to move lower. We absolutely don't, but in the RSI, it would allow for that. We could go down around the 50 and find support around there. Although Bitcoin Cash doesn't like its 50 so much, right? It'll find resistance just below. It'll find support like just above it. Like it doesn't respect the 50 100% of the time, even 90%. Like it doesn't respect it all that much at all, to be completely fair. It respects the area, but not the line specifically. But all I'm trying to say by focusing on that line is if you look at this kind of trend here with the lows, it's not the best drawn line. Let's get it, right? You look at this trend here, it would make sense, or could make sense, that Bitcoin Cash goes lower. And if it were to go lower, those prices could take us down to like 344. It could even take us down to like 330. It's possible. We're at 355 now. We haven't broken out of this range. It was looking really promising. I don't know why we didn't. I don't think Bitcoin Cash is broken. I think this is just some BS, right? There's not a lot of volume coming through at all. I just think it's some BS, nothing to be concerned about. In time, it'll figure itself out. It'll stop being a goose, and then it'll move up. Really, I do think that next target area is upon us somewhere around like 410 to 430 is what I'm expecting. So I got nothing else to say, guys. When will that happen? I don't know. By the end of the month, hopefully. By the end of the month. Over the coming days, though, I think it would make sense that we move down. Maybe at least a day or two. Let's look at the 4 hour. I might change my mind. Let's look at the 4 hour. Nope, 4 hour looks bearish too. So yeah, a little bit more down, probably today. I would think maybe we move down for the rest of the week, right? Maybe. But I would assume that we find the low relative to like this range here. We either do a double bottom, okay, or we do a slightly lower low, but we find this low soon, within like probably within the next 3 days, if not even like today or tomorrow. And then from there we'll start moving up, okay, and finish off this month hopefully above $400, and that's kind of the plan. So I got nothing else to say there. If you guys like the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Yeah, nothing else to say. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.